Coming to you from the top of Parnell Tower on the Ice Age Trail around Greenbush, Wisconsin. I'm Runner,
I'm Son.
and this is Night Runner version of Runner and Son. Well, welcome back to Runner and Son. We haven't really come and made an episode for a while, so we thought we'd put together another episode to just sort of round up what we've been doing in the month of April and May. So a lot of activities have been going on. It's been very busy. End of school is happening. End of grade school is happening.
Yep.
Right? Head to high school.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
It's bittersweet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of training going on. We're basically in the peak weeks right now. I've had weeks that are as low as about 60 miles and high as 77 last week. So trying to hit somewhere in that 70-mile range, and that seems to be happening. Mostly avoiding injuries, although I had a pretty bad Achilles about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
That completely went away. So, yeah. So, anyways, some of the runs that we've been doing, we did a race that we love to do every year with a bunch of friends, Lake Monona 20K, and so it's a beautiful run around Lake Monona in Madison. We go down there, get a hotel room, go out to dinner before. This time it was in a sort of a hole-in-a-wall Mexican restaurant, right?
Yeah. It was really good.
It was
still.
very good. I was a little bit concerned that Montezuma would take his revenge the next day, but didn't happen. It was fine. So we had great food, great place. We ran with a bunch of friends. It's a big race, 2,000 people, and I had a big goal of trying to finish in an hour 30 and stick with the hour 30 pacer. And that was a bit of a stretch for me.
Wait, were you doing hour? Oh wait, yeah, hour 30.
Yeah, hour 30.
7:15.
7:15 pace. Yep. So we got into the chute a little late, right? We were sort of crammed in and not quite where we wanted to be, or at least I wasn't. So the race started and the 7:15 pace, hour 30 pacer took off, and I sprinted to catch up with them, and I did. And then immediately we had this massive hill that was not there last year.
Yeah, they changed the course. So you go up like this quarter-mile hill at a 35-degree angle all the way up.
It was a huge climb and super steep, and then down the other side, and that was all in mile 1. And I managed to hang with the 7:15 pace. They're going a little faster than that. 7:05, 7:09, stuff like that. But at mile 4, I said, thank you guys. If I keep this up, I'm not finishing. So I dropped, I blew up a little bit, recovered towards the end, ended up getting some 7-ish minute miles in at the end, got past the finish line, went around out of the
The finish chute.
The finish chute, yes, exactly. Came around to look for Alex, and I see him on the other side of the chute. He's already done. So tell me about your race. I did not expect to see you so quickly.
Yeah, for as good as I did, it didn't feel great. I did a lot more walking than I was planning on doing. I was thinking maybe 140-ish, probably a little under that. And then I ended up doing an hour 34, which was my PR by a lot, but I must have been a little under the distance. I was like 12.4. It was like 12.42. So I didn't get it out in Strava, but it was still a great race.
Yeah, that was a really good race. He came in like a minute after me. So you had a really good race. our other friends had a good race as well. They're not really going for a PR or anything, but just a fun
They
trip.
had a good time.
They had a good time, exactly. I did too. I'd like to come back next year and really try and get in shape for that hour 30. I mean, a 7:15 pace isn't super fast, but I'm fairly large and I'm just not a super fast person. I'd like to try and do it next year. And maybe I won't have a 100-miler to train for in the middle of doing it. So
Yeah,
it's trying to train for the 100-miler and do this faster race at the same time is challenging.
I think you could most certainly do it next year
Yeah,
if you're
try
not
again.
training for something huge.
We'll be back at Monona. So.
Yeah.
So that was a great race. Came back and Alex and I did a night run to practice some running in the dark because we will have we will have some amount of time in the dark. I will probably have 7-8 hours of dark. Alex will have a little less than that. You'll meet me at 2 in the morning, so you're gonna have 3 or 4 hours of dark.
Yeah.
But why don't you talk about the night run?
Well, it started off a little rough. I didn't have the best attitude going into it, and
To be fair, it was at the end of a long day,
yes,
and you were starting running at 8 p.m.
yes. But attitude is everything. I feel like that was a lot of why I wasn't doing good because I felt that I felt tired, and then I kind of let that get in my head, and that made me slow down.
Sure.
And then once I started leading, I started picking up the pace a little bit,
Yep.
or at least moving better.
So you weren't feeling good. We hiked a little bit. Then you said, "Hey, Dad, can I just lead for a little while?" And you did great. You finished out really strong. It was really neat, though. It was actually, we had one of my favorite running moments of a long time, maybe a couple of years, which was climbing Parnell Tower in the dark, having a Pokemon pack battle on top, and just seeing the sun was just setting in the back. We had just a sliver of light on one side. It was completely black on the other side, and you could see the wind turbines all the way out by Fond du Lac, 30 miles away, and you could see the power plant where we are in Sheboygan, another 20, 30 miles the other way. Beautiful warm night. It was magnificent up there. I haven't experienced that before, so that was well worth it for me.
Yeah.
And then I had a treat for Alex on the back. I said, how about we do the 7-mile loop instead of the 10-mile loop? And you said, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So.
It was fine. It was great.
Yeah. And once you were leading, you weren't really stumbling at all after that, right?
Yeah.
And it's almost like that helped you see a lot more clearly. And
I feel like when I'm trail running, I tend to follow too close if I'm not in the lead.
Sure.
And then I'll not have the chance to see stuff, and then it's right there, and then I'll trip
It's
over
hard
it.
to react when you're right behind someone, right?
Right. So if I'm in the front, I can see that better and get around it better.
Yeah. So that was a good run. I'm going to have one more night run actually tomorrow night. Alex will be at Great America riding some roller coasters for end of the year, end of 8th grade.
Yep.
And a friend of ours, Miss Horvath, and I will do the same loop. I'll get in some more miles before, just like last time. Probably get in 10 miles, do a 7-mile loop with her, climb the tower, and she'll get some experience then running at night too, which she never has. And I will give her one of our headlamps because she will be she'll basically be running in the dark her whole 10 miles.
Lucky her.
Lucky her. Yep, she'll be picking up. We got our aid station and pace charts. We're working on trying to figure out where the pacers are gonna be picked up, and so Alex at 7 or 8, or Mama at 7 or 8 p.m., Mrs. Horvath at 10 or 11 p.m., and you at 12 a.m. or 1 in the morning. So we got our work cut out for us. So one other thing that we did as a sort of a last big run of the year, of the training session is to run what's called the Bunk House endurance runs, which is on the Scuppernong segment right here, sort of the northern part of the Kettle 100 route. So Alex and I did that race. I ran the 50K, and Alex,
I did the 30K.
which was the longest run you've ever run?
Yes. By,
A couple miles, right?
yeah, I think 3 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a cool race. It's led by a race director that does some local races around here. And he did a great job. Just, I don't know, there's probably 80 something people overall in all 3 events. There was a 10K as well. It was a looped course, which I'm not a huge fan of usually, but
Yeah.
it was sort of nice just to have that same aid station there, be able to look at your drop bag, whatever. And we went opposite ways, so Alex and I would see each other once a lap, and I saw him slowly getting tireder and tireder until the end, the last lap. You had like 2 miles left or something like that.
Yeah.
And you said, "Father, I am death marching."
Yeah.
But
I was still going a decent speed, but that's what I felt like.
yeah, you looked okay. You did. You could tell that you were a little bit in the low point, which is normal.
Yeah. I went out a little too fast.
You went out.
Yeah.
That's normal too, right?
Yes.
So, Alex did the 30K. I did the 50K, and just had a great time. I talked with a lady for one whole lap, couple hours, and I don't know, feeling good. Nothing hurts. I was barely even sore afterwards. That's amazing. That's just a testament to when you train endurance for months and months and months, your body adapts, and it adapts in pretty amazing ways. So, how are you feeling after that?
Yeah. I had a runny buddy for my first lap.
Okay.
And then like the last mile, the first lap, I started going a little bit faster. And then, so for the laps, you do one lap counterclockwise, then the next clockwise, then the next counterclockwise. Or wait, maybe I got that
Either
wrong
way, you switch each
Yeah,
time.
you switch
Yeah.
going back and forth. So, yeah, I'd see you once a lap. But then on my second lap, it was like climbing up all these switchbacks for
Yeah,
like
that
a
was a
mile
tough
and a
section.
half. Yeah.
That's like right away too, right?
And that tired me out.
Yeah.
So then I saw you halfway through my second lap, and then I turned on the music, and that helped a little bit. And then I just pushed through to the end. And I played my last half mile song, and I sprinted the last half mile.
Nice. So you finished with a little bit of energy.
Yeah.
And I saw you at the end. Alex sort of ran me in. That was fun too. It's fun to just, see him. I saw you maybe like half a mile away, way up on this hill. So that was cool to see and know that I was right there at the end. It wasn't a super challenging course, but quite a bit of climbing, more so than the Kettle 100 will be. More elevation per mile. It's not unusual for 50K, but got the race done. It ended up being 33 miles for me. How many for you did it end up on the watch?
18.8.
Okay.
So only quarter mile over.
Yeah, and one more lap, and you would have your marathon. So
Yeah. And at the end, I said I could do that last lap if I walked it.
Sure, be a little slow. And we'll build ourselves
Or at
up,
least part of it. Yeah.
when we get closer to that. So I think you're right you're in a good spot. Alex is going to pace me for 20 at the Kettle 100, 18-ish 20, and I said we will not be going the speed that we were going out there. So I think you're all set for that.
Yeah.
So that's just where we've been at. We've had some races, a night run, really starting to wind down the peak weeks heavy training right now, and this is the last week of heavy training, and next week is taper, and the week after that is taper, and then race. So we'll probably come back with another episode just to talk about race plans, go over the gear bench that's starting to get built over here, and fueling plans and what we're planning to do for aid stations and crew and pacers. But after that, it'll be race day. So we're getting there.
Indeed.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for one more episode, and hope you can follow us into the race here as we embark on that in a couple of weeks. So, I am Runner.
I'm Son.
This was Runner and Son.